Their sacrifices are frozen in time. Watch as we bring them back to life with AI.
In 1931, even young children had to shoulder responsibilities beyond their years. This 4-year-old girl worked alongside her family in the potato fields, a stark reminder of the Great Depression's toll on everyday life. Her small hands worked tirelessly to help her family survive. This family, displaced from Tennessee, camped near a packing house in Florida, captured in 1937. They were among countless migrant workers during the Great Depression, moving from place to place with fragile hope. Their weathered faces and modest camp tell a story of endurance and a relentless pursuit of a better tomorrow. In 1912, these children worked long hours shucking oysters in South Carolina. Before and after school, their days were consumed by grueling labor in dimly lit factories. Their small, calloused hands worked tirelessly, painting a sobering picture of childhoods lost to industrial progress. This mother and her children, photographed in Finland during 1917, represent the struggles of a country ravaged by war and famine. Their expressions speak of unspeakable hardship, yet a quiet strength shines through. This image captures not just survival, but the unyielding spirit that carried them through one of Finland's darkest periods. One remarkable man, identified as Soldier B, is seen proudly wearing his medals and honors. Before, his nose and mouth bear the marks of severe disfigurement. After, he stands with a prosthetic nose and mustache, a true symbol of sacrifice and unwavering resilience. This brave serviceman, identified as Soldier A, is shown before receiving his prosthetic mask, with his nose completely destroyed, and after, wearing the mask that restored his face. We can't even fathom the sacrifices they've made for our freedom. In 1941, Albina Malihosevar was only 16 when she joined the fight for her country's freedom. By 17, she had already survived 2 injuries on the battlefield. Afterward, she served as a nurse, saving lives while risking her own. Her courage was extraordinary for someone so young. This man, identified as Soldier F, bore one of the worst disfigurements of all of Lab's patients. He was photographed before and after receiving a prosthetic mask, a transformation that gave him a chance to reclaim his identity and confidence. Jean Sepvence, a beautiful 10-year-old French girl, lost her father to war and was adopted by Company E of the 20th Engineers in 1918. When the American Red Cross photographer found her in her garden in Cannes, she was painting knucklebones red, white, and blue in honor of her godfathers. Despite her loss, Jean's innocence and hope shone brightly. Roger Lang is only 14 years old, but he is determined to fight for France. Orphaned by war, Roger's bravery inspired the 101st Machine Gun Battalion, who adopted him and funded his education. Thanks to their support, he dreamed of a brighter future for himself and his little brother Pierre. A nuclear bomb victim. A little boy holds a rice ball, Nagasaki, 1945. This haunting image captures the quiet aftermath of unimaginable devastation. The boy's stoic expression contrasts sharply with the horrors surrounding him, symbolizing the resilience of human spirit even in the darkest moments. Not merely a fair-weather friend, this little refugee clings to her dog through thick and thin. Displaced by war, she and her parents sought refuge at the Seminary of Saint Sulpice in Paris, aided by the American Red Cross. Her unwavering bond with her pet reflects the comfort and hope that small joys can bring during times of upheaval. This French woman, forced by the Germans to leave her home, saved only a suitcase and her 2 pet roosters. Photographed in front of the American Red Cross refugee hut at Gare du Nord in Paris on June 27, 1918. Her resilience and pride in preserving what little she could is a poignant reminder of the human cost of war. Lens, France, April 11, 1919. A man and his wife live in the cellar of their former home, now in complete ruins. Repatriated through Switzerland in 1917, they returned to Lens to rebuild their lives. Their story is one of hope amidst desolation, choosing to stay in the ruins as a testament to their unbroken resolve. Mending socks for the American Soldiers, Bureau of Refugees, tours, September 1918. Even in small acts, like sewing, the women supporting the war effort contributed to a greater sense of solidarity and hope for those fighting on the front lines.
I've spent a lot of time and effort to make this video, and your support means a lot. If you liked it, please consider subscribing. It only takes a second and helps me a lot. Your thoughts and suggestions are always welcome, and they help me improve with every video. Thanks for being here.